Hi everybody, I'm Rebecca Keppel and I am here for Poppy Stamps today. We are having a blog hop with Buttons Galore, and so I'm using both Poppy Stamps products and Buttons Galore products. There's going to be prizes in this blog hop, so do check out my blog. I'll have the link right here for you and also down below so that you can go over to my blog and figure out all the details on how to enter into the prizes. So let's get started on making this faux shaker card that has all the shaker goodies inside stuck down so that they don't all dump to the bottom of the card. So here are the products that I'm going to use to make this faux shaker card. First up, I have stamps from Poppy Stamps, and this is an exclusive for Simon Says Stamps Stamptember month. So these are a limited edition. They will sell out, and once they're gone, they're gone. So run over there. I'm going to have everything linked down below, and you're going to want to grab these while they're still in stock. So these are the stamps that I'm going to use, and I'm going to combine them with the Buttons Galore. This is the Festival of Lights. That's a bunch of little stars and sequins. Then we have So Shiny, which is that little one there. And I'm going to glue everything down under a window using Thermoweb's glitter dust in silver. And glitter dust is a spray adhesive that has really fine glitter in it, but it can also be used as a spray adhesive. So that's how we're going to use it. First thing I'm going to do is take some shimmer cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm going to cut it out with this circle pinpoint die from Poppy Stamps. So I have the circle cut out of a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch piece of that cardstock, and then I have the same size piece of cardstock, and I did not cut a window from that. I'm going to stamp and heat emboss a sentiment from the Poppy Stamps Simon Says Stamp exclusive stamp set. It's called Magical Wishes, and I'm going to do that in white embossing powder. Then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to put some Memory Runner XL from Thermoweb around the edge of the circle, and I'm going to adhere down a piece of acetate. I just used a piece of the stamp packaging because I put my stamps in stamp pockets. I had it hanging off the edge a bit, so I just trimmed it down. And you can see that it fits perfectly over that same color panel. So the next thing I'm going to do is figure out exactly where my window is going to be on this 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch note card. So I'm going to line everything up, and then I'm going to draw a pencil line around the outside of the die. So we won't see it, it'll be under the cardstock, but it'll help me kind of figure out where I need all my sequins. Now I'm going to take my glitter dust. It does say to spray it from 12 to 15 inches away, but I want to pull some of that adhesive onto the cardstock, so I'm going to do it quite a bit closer, you'll see. I'm opening up all my Buttons Galore sequins so that they're ready to go when the adhesive is wet. You can see I am doing the short bursts, but I'm doing it very close to the cardstock, and then it pools a little bit there. And I'm just going to sprinkle a single layer of these sequins. I don't think that a double layer would stick down to this thin spray adhesive, but a single layer sticks quite nicely. I come back in with a few more bursts of that spray adhesive just because I felt like it was drying relatively quickly, and I wanted to make sure that this entire circle is covered with sequins and little goodies. There's some little jewels in there and some stars and things like that. So I want the whole circle covered so it looks like a shaker card, but nothing's going to move because it's all adhered down. And I love that because then nothing falls to the bottom. So if the card is just sitting there, I don't always like how all the shaker goodies fall to the bottom. Okay, so I'm just putting in a couple here and there, and then you can see that behind that window, you're going to have a great assortment of sequins. I did stamp and color just basic coloring, a little fairy, a moon, some clouds, and a little star wand. And now I'm going over the moon and the little star with the Wink of Stella in gold. And I don't use this gold very often, but it is very pretty. So if you have something like a moon to color in, it's fantastic. And now I'm using some Spectrum Noir, and this one is, I think it's called Jade Blue. I'll link it down below. It has a touch of sort of bluish green to it, and then I used the clear on the fairy wings. So now I'm ready to start adhering my card. I'm going to put some Thermoweb Memory Runner XL on the back of the window there, right on the acetate. I just accidentally picked up a button there, but if this goes on the acetate actually perfectly. And I just want to make sure there's enough because I'm going to be sticking this down over all of those sequins. So I'm going to line it up and then I'm just going to press down just to make sure that everything is really adhered and those sequins are not going anywhere. And you can see how they just look really, really pretty through the window and they're not falling, which I love. Now I'm going to adhere the rest of my little cutouts there. I did fussy cut these and put my fairy down and her little wand in her hand. And I think that this little fairy goes perfectly with the "May all your wishes come true" sentiment. And this background is absolutely perfect for her. The last thing I wanted to add were a few buttons, pearls, and sequins that all come in a Buttons Galore collection called Winter Wonderland. It's a big jar of fun embellishments. And I'm going to include these on the corners of our card using the Thermoweb Zots for Bling, which are just very tiny little adhesive dots. And they fit perfectly even behind those tiny little sequins. Once that's done, I'm going to use the Memory Runner XL to adhere the panel to a 4 1/4 by 5.5-inch top folding note card, and that completes my faux shaker where the embellishments inside the shaker window never fall to the bottom of the window. So I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. Please look down below if you're curious about the products I used. Make sure to stop by my blog so that you can figure out how to enter the blog hop and hopefully win some prizes. Also, be sure to check out that limited edition Simon Says Stamp Poppy Stamp stamp set called Magical Wishes. It's just available for Stamptember, and once it's sold out, it is gone. So thanks again for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.